All right. Welcome, everybody. I hope y'all can hear us. Give me a thumbs up or yes, you can hear us. Last time we had some mic issues. I just want to make sure we're clear and good. Uh, got Michael Peasley here with me tonight. Finally getting over
Yeah, I've
little
been
rough.
kind of struggling a little bit, so bear with us tonight, folks.
um, but we got some updates for y'all tonight about the Let's Get Crawling event. We are 1 month away. 1 month. Mark our date today, 1 month away. Super excited about this. Are you getting excited?
Dude, I've been so excited. This is like waiting for Christmas morning for way too long.
It has absolutely. Man, we've been talking about to people all over the place, and everybody's finding out about it. They're showing it on. I mean, like went to the park this week and went to hand somebody a flyer, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we already know about it," and show it to me on their phone, and I'm like, "All right, cool." So, we're getting somewhere with this. This is like exciting. Um, I've got in the background waiting for us here in a minute. We're going to bring Tyler with Buster on, and we'll go into a little bit more details about why we're bringing him on tonight. But I wanted to cover some important admin stuff at the beginning of this video so that way we can catch it early. So, due to some stuff going on beyond our control, unfortunately, Tug of War is not going to be happening this go around. But we are. I'm pretty sure he said the management at the park told me that we can definitely look forward to it for um, next event. So we're going to be trying to do that next year. So um, while we're on here tonight, if y'all have any questions about the podcast or questions about the event, anything, the schedule, um, how things are happening, and um, the how the process works, anything like that, drop a comment on the comment section on here. Whether you're watching on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, anywhere you drop a comment, we'll see it. We'll try to answer it as quick as we possibly can in between pause breaks between conversations we're having. But we want to make sure that if there's any questions or doubt or you want more information on a specific item about the event, this is your time to shine. This is your time to get the information out there and ask, and we'll get you an answer pretty quick. So, with that said, 1 month away from the start of our event, and we've got the insurance taken care of finally, and that's good to go. And we are getting people to sign up. We have almost 40 people pre-registered already for the activities that we already have going for us.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah. So, and we've had reviewing the analytics on our Facebook and our Instagram and all that, we've had over 27,000 views of people actually going in there and looking at our page and trying to get information on it. And with that 27,000 people of actually seeing it, over 12,000 people have actually interacted with it. They clicked a button, a link to get more information or whatever. So that's huge. I mean, that's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people.
I mean, obviously, all 12,000 people probably not going to show up, but still a lot of people it's reaching out to. I'm super excited about that. Um, so, as we stated before, when we first started up this, yeah, I see you, Tyler. Tyler in the background making fun of me. I'm gonna bring him on here in just a minute. But you know, we we've been planning so hard, we've been working so hard to get to this point. We're only 1 month away, and we still have so much to do in just this 1 month. I mean, we've got to get shirts printed, we got to get banners printed, we got to get the wristbands printed, we got signs to get done. We've got a lot of work still to get done in this 30 days, so we've got our hands full coming up. So, um, with that said, with us being so busy and everything, there's a new spot on our website which I'm going to share real quick. I'm gonna bring it up, and that is the where you can register to help out. So if you go under the more section up here on the top, you can actually Let me refresh this page because it's not showing on this page yet. There we go. All right. So we'll talk about that in a second. But you can click on here, volunteer trail guides. So in here, you can go to this page and you can volunteer to be a trail guide. We are looking for people that know the park well. We are looking for people that have a lot of off-roading experience because obviously we don't want to run them off into the woods somewhere and not be able to get back out. So we do need some experience with you. If you want to help us out with the safety team is the most important part of the whole logistics side of the event. Making sure that people don't step where they don't get ran over, and we keep the crowd kind of under control a little bit. So we definitely need help with that, and also spotting for safety concerns or violations or anything on the actual track or courses themselves. That way, if something goes wrong, we've had eyes on it to help us out. So we definitely need people for that. And last but not least, but here's our volunteer staff. And so remember, we're not doing this event to make a profit out of it. None of us are taking a check to run this event. We're all doing this out of the kindness of our heart and to bring more people to the park and for the community. This is our way of giving back to the off-roading industry. So we're looking for people like us that want to help out and do that. And this is the place you need to sign up at. So just put your information in there. It'll send us an email saying that you want to help out, and we will get with you ASAP and get you taken care of. So make sure you go to the letsgetcrawling.org website and then hit that more button at the top, and you'll see the volunteer trail guides link, and that will take you straight here where you can sign up today. So going back to our home real quick. Let's see here. Let's bring my buddy Tyler to the stage. Tyler, Broncbuster, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you? Oh, am I not on the screen here? What's going on? Sorry.
I see you. You're good there.
All right. Well, I don't know where my screen went. All right, guys. I'm good. How are you doing tonight?
Doing wonderful.
Doing good. We're excited about the event coming up.
I am too. And all I can say is it'd be awesome if 19,000 people showed up, but I don't think I want to be there if they do. So
no, I don't think I want to either. I think we'd be good with about 2,000 or 3,000 would be max, I think, really on this event.
Yes. I agree.
We had how many people that showed up to the event you and me went to, the Matt's off-roading event? What was that? It was a lot of people that showed up out there.
7,000?
7,000 or 8,000, somewhere in there. It was quite a bit.
Yeah, it quickly has become one of the largest off-road events in the country for sure. I think the largest now, the largest is definitely King of the Hammers, hands down. Nobody compares with that.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was told that
I think they said 80,000 at King of the Hammers this last year. I don't know if those numbers are accurate.
I think it's more than that.
Was it?
I think 80,000 was the number that actually registered, but 120,000 was the number that they had there, the amount of people they had there.
That's unbelievable.
120,000 people in the middle of the desert of a non-infrastructure area.
They bring in the infrastructure, right?
Yeah, they brought the infrastructure in for sure.
Wow.
It's definitely one of those, if you've never been, you got to go. And my wife and I, we really don't like large crowds, but I tell you what, it's an experience. It's kind of like Burning Man. I've never been to Burning Man, but it's what I imagine Burning Man to be like, but with off-road vehicles and a lot more drunk people.
Well, we're definitely not trying to compete with them, that's for sure. No, but the idea behind what we're doing is kind of the similarities, right? Especially with the off-road games, to where we bring people out to an off-roading area or park and get them to do some challenges, put their vehicles to the limits and see what they can actually do and see where their ego is too, because some of them people's ego gets a little bit big and end up flopping on their side.
None of us know anything about that, right?
Nobody knows nothing about that, right?
So Tyler, tell me a little bit about Broncbuster and how you're going to help us out with the event a little bit.
Well, we're going to be one of those that just whatever Chris needs, we're going to do. So we're going to have a bunch of parts for all those Bronco guys out there that might break. We'll see. And we'll have some fun stuff to sell. But I plan on having some fun and playing in the games and bringing Bronkbuster and yeah, it'd be a good time. Looking forward to it.
It will be a good time for sure. And I can't see. I'm excited. I'm gonna see Bronkbuster go up Loose Rock.
See, I still haven't seen Bronkbuster on the trail since the final buildup. So
Oh, you
I mean,
haven't?
I've been up. No,
Okay.
I haven't. Yeah, Little Sister, Portal, Little Homie. I've seen all them, but I haven't seen Bronkbuster on the trail since you went to the full
Well,
build.
Well, we're gonna come out and see Bronkbuster going up Loose Rock. So Chris says
That's
Loose
gonna be a
Rock is
blast.
crazier than it's ever been, right?
Yep. And talking about Loose Rock, we were out there this weekend, Tyler, and I took the Razor Turbo R out there and challenged Loose Rock because of that ego. That people were enticing me. Go, oh, come on, you gotta do it. You gotta do, screaming at me at the top of the mountain because one Razor already made it up. So, and a completely stock bare bone, side by side. I had to winch up one spot where the cedar tree's at, and it killed me. I mean, every time I try to go up, it's throwing me off to the side. But we made it up to the top. So I encourage the side by sides to come out there and try this too. It's not just for the big guys like Bronkbuster and some of the big crawlers, but I want to see some of these side by sides challenge it because I think they're going to make just as an interesting show as the other ones will. But Tyler's going to have his canopy set up out there, right? Tyler, you're going to bring your Bronkbuster canopy. And
we're going to have some recovery gear and some parts and Amy will man the booth while I go and play with Bronkbuster. Oh, wait, she didn't hear that, but,
oh man, but having out there and more every time I go out to the park, Tyler, I see more and more Broncos. I mean, it's amazing to see the ones that are built go out there and they just dominate the trail. I mean, they're doing really good. I always forget his name. I think it's John Bumpus. He's the one that works with Baldies, right? That guy in a gray.
Well, no, he doesn't. He doesn't work for Baldy.
No, not work, but he runs with them all the time.
Oh, right? Yeah. He does a lot with them. Yeah.
And I see him out there quite often, and you want to talk about a Bronco enthusiast right there. He's about as good as Tyler is. He likes to take all them big.
Oh, he's better than me because he's out there almost every weekend, and I don't make it out there, but maybe once a month. So he's got me beat.
He runs out there with Chance in that Jeep all the time.
Yeah.
And Chance was out there this last weekend as well, and I know they're super excited about coming to the event. I know they've been talking about him every time I see him out there. But trying to get the Bronco community to learn about the event and come out there and put them wheels on the dirt and let's see. We got the easy trail for the beginners and the people that don't want to scratch up the Broncos, and we've got the moderate trails like Midnight Run, Bronco Buster. That trail that's one of the challenges out there.
Let's do it, Bronco Buster.
Yeah.
Actually, talking about Loose Rock, I don't even know if I've told you this story, Chris. So Loose Rock was kind of Bronkbuster's first big hard trail when he was on 31-inch tires, bone stock. I went down it. I was unfamiliar with Hidden Falls 3 years ago and all the trails and stuff. And we ended up going down Loose Rock. And of course, after you get to a certain point, I was like, well, I'm committed. I'm going down. And I got to that point where that last drop off and there's that tree right there. Of course, it's dug out way worse than it ever was.
Yeah, it is pretty dug
out. And we ended up getting bellied out. And no Jeep guys would come and help us. None. I mean, they were like, hey, we're not going near Loose Rock. I'm serious. They're like, we don't go near that. And it was 3 side-by-side guys that ended up getting up to me and helping winch me out of the way. And then I took another path out of there. But and then on 30, by the time I got to 37s was the first time I was able to get up Loose Rock. So it's changed since then. You're not getting up it in 37s now, guys. If you do come, you can try.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge. I saw a couple 2-seaters Razors go down Loose Rock this weekend, and it was definitely something to see because those wheels came up off the ground in the back wheels when they were going down that second step off right there, and I was like, oh, they're going over it. Nope, he gave gas and hammered on down. That's the first time I've actually personally seen somebody go down Loose Rock, which is that's a one-way trail.
Yeah, I won't go down that one now for sure. That's you're
Um,
just asking for trouble. But I'm looking forward to going up it. I mean, I've never not been able to get up it yet, so we'll see.
I have seen one person come down because they were coming down to recover me because I got stuck trying to go up. So
Yeah.
shout out to Sean for dragging me out of there.
for sure. But you're gonna have some merch out there too, some Bronkbuster merch, like shirts
Yep.
and hats and
We'll
stuff
have
like
some
that.
shirts and hats, and I don't know if our sweaters will be here in time for that. Hopefully, because it might be getting cool weather. So we'll see.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's gonna be cool out there because definitely don't want that summer heat. Man, that summer heat's been brutal this year.
Yeah, I'm done with
I've
it.
been trying to avoid that part because of all the heat out there.
I don't know. You know, we were out there 2 weekends. Yeah, not this last weekend, but the weekend before, and it was just incredible weather. I mean, perfect
yes.
weather.
Yeah.
So
we
I
went
would
out there
imagine a
2
month from now, perfect. It'll be great.
And the weekend before you went out there is when took Peasley out there, and he about killed over on me. I thought I was gonna be one less guy on the crew.
Yeah, I may have put a small hole in a tire, and by the time we got done changing it out, I was done.
Oh yeah, that's always fun.
Sure. What out of all the times you've been out to Hidden Falls and wheeled all of the park and everything you've done out there, what do you think your favorite part of the park is?
Oh gosh. I mean, I've always liked the challenge of Loose Rock. I don't know, just because there's maybe a lot of history with that obstacle for me. Last time I was out there with Bronkbuster, there was a section of trail that I've never been able to get up that I was able to get up, and that was on U-joint. Yeah, on U-joint. So
U-joint Buster?
that was kind of fun. Yeah, I mean that's gotten pretty bad out there on U-joint too.
It
so.
has. We actually were out there with a buddy of ours in his old Toyota FJ, and it
took him a while.
It took him a while. And it's a big bouncer. I mean, it's 4-lane full crawler mode, 40-inch tires. I mean, it's a big monster. And it sat there and bounced on that thing for. I mean, we ended up having to move a freaking 1,000-pound ball just to get him up.
No, I mean, I'm telling you, I was aired down. Of course, I got the 43-inch stickies on there, and I was aired down to like 4 psi, and I was wedged in there, and but that felt good. So I was glad to be able to finally conquer that one. I don't know. What would you say? You're out there a lot more than me. Besides Loose Rock and U-joint, what is there any sections that are harder than those?
I would have to say, Damn It Derek is pretty tough right now. Damn It Derek has definitely been eaten out a lot. Yeah. The last time we went out there with a couple of guys and they were attempting it, they actually took out some of the ledges where you could actually get up on easier, and they broke them off.
Yeah, the rock face was breaking off and really changed the face of it.
Yeah, and we've had two. I mean, we had the FJ go up it, and then that guy I went out there met in that, or you were out there with that guy in that Jeep look crawler build.
Yeah, that CJ bodied crawler.
And he struggled out. I mean, he made it, but he ate at it for a while, and he's running on big old tires and big old huge full build. And I mean, Damn It Derek has really upscaled. I would almost have to say it's probably the toughest challenge out there right now out of all of them.
Do you have any obstacles on that one?
Yeah, so the King of Wildcat Mountain Challenge actually starts off at the bottom of Damn It Derek.
Okay.
So once you clear the Damn It Derek obstacle, you cut over left, and it takes you over to Penthouse. Go down to Penthouse, and you clear Penthouse up and over the mountain. And then you go down the other side of the mountain, and then where Wildcat Stairway, where it comes up the backside of the mountain right there, and it's kind of like that little S-curve climb coming up right there on the plateau.
Yep.
That's the finish of it. But that's Penthouse itself has changed tremendously. I can remember going up Penthouse in my stock Polaris General with not a single problem. And the spot that I used to actually go up now is about a 6-foot undercut ledge now.
Oh, wow.
And it's I would have to say it's probably impossible for any machine, no matter how big or bad it's built, to actually get up that section anymore. And it's about a 45 to 50 foot wide section that's
Wow.
ate out that bad. The line to take now on that section is the far right hand side, but that's not even part of the challenge though, because if you go up Damn It Derek, you miss that completely.
Yep, you're above that already.
But because we are making this side by side friendly as well, or the lower class vehicles that are not fully built big enough to go up Damn It Derek, because also we want to make it fair enough for the moderately modified vehicles to go up this. The King of Wildcat Mountain Challenge will allow you to take Penthouse all the way up instead of trying Damn It Derek. Because if you're not a fully built big Bronco or big Jeep or big crawler or anything like that, you're not making it up Damn It Derek.
Yeah, even up with my Jeep, I kept bellying out with the 37s. I was bellying out trying to get up Damn It Derek. I mean, I could have pinned it and just pounced over the top and damaged some stuff underneath. But I tried multiple times, multiple lines. And it just wasn't worth it. So
actually,
it changed a lot.
I think the last time you and I tried Damn It Derek, now that I think about it, was that I think it was back in February, March, when it was really wet out there. And neither one of us could get up at that point, right?
Yeah, you were and little sister attempting it the last time you and me were out there on it.
Didn't I have Bronkbuster? Well, I had Bronkbuster out there too. I don't know. They all kind of go into one.
Yeah, but it definitely is a challenge, and it's changed drastically. And I'd be very interested and happy to see somebody make it look easy. I think the big guys, the big builders, if they come out there and come play with us, I think they're definitely going to see that. And they're probably going to enjoy it more than anybody is. So the challenge part of Damn It Derek is the first step up. After that, it seems like everybody's making it up the second step up, and the other part's fairly easy. In the Loose Rock, it's actually the second set of the second ledge you hit up at Loose Rock is the most challenge out of the entire course. I would have to say.
Yeah.
Second,
which is weird because it's deceiving. When you pull up to it, it doesn't look that bad, but it's just off camber just enough, and not with the right traction there.
Sideways, you get your tire drops in that one hole, and it gets gnarly. What do you got for the guys in more? Maybe don't want to do some of this extreme stuff. What do you got for them that we'll have?
Yeah, for sure. So we've got the super easy trails, which is the level 1 and 2 stuff, like no 4-wheel drive really needed, and that is the time trail challenge, right? Which is where they start off down there on the Park Road 2, I believe it is.
Yep, Park Road 2.
And they go up to the backside of Wildcat Mountain, and then they cut over Connection Road, hit North Pole, take North Pole down to remind me, not Rocky, but the one that ties into Rocky.
I'm gonna be lying.
Yeah, here we go. Got a map right here. It is Feeder Creek. So it comes off of North Pole, hits Feeder Creek, then comes down right where Rocky and Feeder Creek meet up, and they hit the Park Road again, and that's where the end of that one is. So that's for the beginners, never been off-roading before, but they still kind of want to do it, and we'll have numbers throughout the entire trail where they need to take a photo with it with their camera. And at the end, if they show us all the numbers, it should add up to the same amount that we have. Like, say, for instance, if it sums out to be 26 or something like that, we take the photos from when they started to when they ended. We have a timestamp from when they began, and we have a timestamp where they ended, and that'll be their time for completing the challenge.
Okay.
And then it'll be like a completion participation type award, a little award to go with it.
Plus, that particular trail setup takes them up to a couple of the really cool climbs up on North Pole. So they'll get to see some of the big ledges up there by by Shark's Tooth and all that. So that way they can see if they stop and watch some of the larger vehicles or any of the normally built vehicles that we see out there on a regular basis, they'll see them to get to do some pretty cool stuff there. So it's not just the race events where they might be able to see something and go, hey, you know what? I want to try that. Let's build this thing up.
Very cool.
And then we have the other two challenges, the time trail challenges, which are Midnight Run and Bronco Buster. and they are, they're scaled to be a level 4 trails. I don't think they're level 4 trails. I mean, I think they're probably the 3, maybe.
The very first time I was at the park, I did Midnight Run in my completely stock JL. I was told the other guys want to do international, and they're like, "Oh, just take this little spot. They'll bypass the bad spot, and you'll meet up." I'm like, "Okay." I turned the wrong way, like an idiot. And I went down the whole trail by myself, and completely stock on 32s. It's a Willys package. So I was on 32s, did the whole trail, got to the other end, and I was like, "Oh, well, that was crazy." And then Brandon and Cody, a couple guys I used to work with, found me at the other end. They're like, "Where'd you go?" I was like, "I took the wrong turn."
But yeah, so the Midnight Run, it's about a maybe a 2-mile run at top.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. And it's a lot of ledges and little rocks and stuff like that. There's one spot about halfway down. There's some off camber challenge where it kind of gets tight there in the bottom of the canyon. People like to lose mirrors.
Yeah.
And,
There's a clear line between side by sides and full size line there.
but I've seen stock vehicles. Josh has been down in his stock 2-door Jeep.
Yeah,
No problem at
yeah.
all.
His JK went right through it.
So anywhere from a stock vehicle to a fully built vehicle, go down these. And if it's somebody that has a really nice built out vehicle and they want their kid to drive it, or their better half to drive it or something like that, it's definitely something doable for them, so they don't have to go do the hard challenges. And then at the end of Midnight Run is right there where the beginning Bronc Buster begins, or Bronco Buster. I keep saying Bronc Buster, but Bronco Buster.
Let's just rename it, right?
All right.
I think we should. And so you could either tail off and go right and go back to the camp and be done with it, or what we highly recommend is go ahead and sign up for that Bronco Buster, take a left, and finish out Bronco Buster. And it's got about the same. It's almost just like
Pretty much, yeah.
Midnight Run, except in the middle of that one, it's got also a nice little off-camber thing, but it doesn't go through really a valley. It's more of like a big rock on the left-hand side, and there's a big tall wall right there on the right-hand side you got to watch out for, and make sure you don't take out your pillars and your mirrors and stuff.
Or your other mirror.
I think somebody else,
My daughter took out a mirror on that one.
So those are 3 really good trails. We've got the easy one for the families that just want to take a nice easy stroll through the park, but still want to participate in some kind of activity where they can be awarded for it, and as well as the Midnight Run and the Bronco Buster for somebody that wants a little bit more adventure, a little bit more fun with their vehicles. But then we also have a couple other things going on out there, right? We got the treasure hunt. We're going to have some spots out there laid out through the park where we'll have like a little treasure map. You have to go find the spots. And that's just to get the families to go out there to explore the park. We'll take them in areas that they probably haven't been before or not familiar with or don't go to very often. Those will be where the treasure spots are at. And then we also have the guided night trail rides. So we'll go out in groups of 10 to 15 a group. Go out to I think we have one group going the easy route, which is the park road up to the backside of Wildcat Mountain. And then we have like I guess you could say the more experienced group that's going to go down to North Pole or North Peak and take North Peak to North Pole to the backside of Wildcat Mountain as well. So that way they can get a little bit of night off-road riding. Nothing crazy. I don't think anybody's going to be doing stairway or nothing like that on that road. And we'll take some bypasses, but a little bit longer of a trail ride. A little bit more fun, get to do a little off-road in the dark, get them go up there on top of the mountain, get group pictures with their, everybody likes their rock lights and their whips and all their glow lights on their vehicles, and it makes really good pictures. So, cool. And then we got the 101 class on Sunday. So, for people that want to get to know their vehicles better, or their capabilities on how their vehicles, what they can and can't do and get away with what they have, or the upgrades they need to look for, the 101 class is the perfect place to be to learn those experiences, which we try to do out there about once a month there in the cooler months, because during the summertime it's just a little too hot to get out there and do that stuff. So definitely 4 days of packed fun. I mean, the first day on Thursday, kind of laid back. I think that's our one guided trail ride. Just
Those are trail ride days.
Just a trail ride day. And then Fridays when some of the activity starts picking up. Oh, look at him and his Broncos back there.
It was too boring looking at my wall, so I had to throw something in the background here.
And so Fridays we got a few more activities going on, and then Saturday is the big day with the challenges going up Wildcat Mountain and all that kind of stuff. And Sunday is the one-on-one class, the best buggy build class, and stuff like that. So definitely excited to see all that. So, I mean, this is the first. I mean, you've held events yourself. You've held Wheeling for a Cause out there at Coutimsey Rocks. So you
There's
know
a lot.
where we are.
Let's go into it. Yeah. So I in fact, I have a new revelation after seeing all this going on. Next year when we do Wheeling for Cause, I'm putting you two in charge of it. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
All right. Well,
because you guys are much better at putting on events than me.
So Mark here, I said, are all the trails open to explore or just the ones on the schedule? The park is completely open for normal traffic, normal activities out there. The only trails we're going to be, I guess you say, not shutting down, but utilizing during the main activities like the toughest crawl, which is Loose Rock, will be shut down just for that time period of doing the challenge. And once that challenge is over with or competition's over with, we'll open that back up, and then we'll move over to the King of Wildcat Mountain, do that. It'll close it down just for that temporary time, open it back up. So nothing's going to be shut down indefinitely, like permanently out there during the event. You can still do Midnight Run by yourself if you don't want to register with us and be a participant, participate in our activities out there. The entire park is still fully open to the public. And as a matter of fact, from what I'm hearing, there's going to be a lot of people out there. I mean, I think booking is either full or getting pretty full, or and I've heard a rumor has it the hotels are filling up fast out there. So some lady messaged me the other day and told me she printed up a whole bunch of our flyers off our website, and she said she probably handed out over 100 flyers.
Oh wow!
Throughout Marble Falls. So,
that's great.
But Mark, great question. Yes, the trails are still open to explore. So feel free to do whatever you want. The only thing is saying we if you want to participate in our activities, come to the registration booth or pre-register on the website. So that way we know you're coming and we'll have you on the list. And that way you can get at least a participation and reward or something out of it. And that way you can be a part of the event as well. So thanks for your question. And then of course, Tyler said, Mark, looking forward to seeing you out there. So
yeah, Mark's a cool guy. So look forward to hanging out. And last time I wheeled with Mark was actually in Tennessee at Windrock. So
okay, right on. It's my dream park to go to. I've been wanting to go to Windrock for a long time. So
it's very pretty. Very pretty.
Well, the questions have been asked about the event. Who's all going to be out there? What are they to expect when they go out to the event? So we always want to plan big, hope for big, even though if it turned out small or turned out minimal, but that's okay. We are first run for this event. So we're not expecting a humongous turnout. We would love to have a humongous turnout. Don't get me wrong. We want everybody to come out that they can make it. The more, the merrier. I think, the challenges are going to be fun. Meeting new people, getting to see everybody's rides out there. It's going to be amazing. But as far as right now, as our vendors are going to be set up out there, of course, All for Shenanigans, us hosting it, we'll be out there with our tent and stuff and all of our shop stuff out there. Bronc Buster's going to be out there. BSF Recovery is going to be out there. I know that Christian Jeep Association, they're one of our sponsors. They're not doing a vendor booth setup from what I understand, but they will be out there probably Saturday or Sunday. So we're looking forward to the Texas Chapter 12 group that's coming from the Christian Jeep Association. So we really appreciate their support, and it's just great to have those kind of people help us out. And then also we got Best Deal Tire out of New Braunfels. I think they want to come out and play with. Matter of fact, I think we have their his ranger here getting it ready for the trails for that event. So we thank you for all of our sponsors and all of our partners that are helping us out get this. But if you know anybody else that wants to help us, give us that a little extra push, help us out with a little bit more of those financial responsibilities on the event side of it, please contact us. We're still open. I know I had the deadline closed for today, but we can work something out to work for everybody, right, Tyler?
Absolutely.
But and I think we did get a confirmation. We're gonna have Nick's Not Normal Barbecue out there. And if you haven't had Nick's Not Normal Barbecue here in Canyon Lake, then you're missing out because he has got the most amazing barbecue in this area, at least. I mean, he's a multiple champion winner of barbecue challenges. I think he won one this year for second place for the best pork loin out of a big huge barbecue competition. We had them this weekend. They were just they're amazing. So he's going to be out there. I think Preston told me that he's got a trailer coming out there doing slushies, like ice slushies drinks. I know they spoke to the Goofy's restaurant over there in Canyon Lake on 306. I think they're talking about bringing their trailer out there.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure that Hidden Falls is going to have that Cajun trailer that they already have out there as well. So
cool.
There'll be some food choices out there, some great barbecue not to miss out on for sure. But anyways, those are some of the things to look forward to.
So did you say that all of the RV spots are already taken though, right?
I'm not 100% positive on that. But while we're chit chatting, I can actually tell you that.
I guess one of my questions is, and I'm sure other people out there might have the same question, so that's why I'm going to ask it. If all the RV spots fill up, do they have dry camping areas that you can still bring your RV? You may just not have hookups.
Yes, and that's a great point to bring up, Tyler, and I appreciate you asking me about that. They do. They have dry camping out there. It looks like let's see here. Let's see. Oh, they still have so area A shows they have 8 locations available still. Area B with only a 30 amp electric hook site. As a matter of fact, what I'll do real quick for you, man, I'll bring this to stage real quick. So that way you can see it. All right, so you see our booking now. Let's see here. Book now. Is that still on the screen or does it go away?
It's on there.
Yep, good.
Oh, it's on there. Let me sorry, just for a second. I'm gonna get you back over to where you can actually see what's going on here. Present screen, go screen. I need the very beside. There we go. This is the one I'm looking for. All right, so Jesse's place is still open. Zip's house is still open. It looks like 3 bunk houses are still available. 8 available locations in the 30 to 50 amp area A area is open still. Area B, it looks like they have 2 available locations. And of course, the improved tent sites area, which means they believe they have water and electric, I think, Adam.
Yeah. Yep.
They have 8 sites available there. And then they have this is what you're talking about right here, Tyler's the primitive RV site areas.
Okay.
They have 19 available locations, but I don't think they've ever, I think they accommodate more than 19 out there, right?
I think they can squeeze in more. Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you have any questions about any of the registration or reservations out there at the park, you can always reach out to Hidden Falls and ask them if these fill up. But right now, there's still 19 available out there, and that means bring your own electric, bring your own water, and you're good to go. You can pretty much park anywhere in those designated areas. And of course, the primitive tent sites, which are pretty much throw a tent up wherever.
It's where you can fit one.
Yep. And then these are, of course, it looks like the Starlight Motel is fully booked and Zips Corner is fully booked. So there's your availability for the lodging for that weekend. So good point. Thank you for bringing that up, Tyler.
Absolutely.
Let's see here. And I know we've talked to the local hotels and stuff like that. They've got plenty of places to stay there in town. There is a RV resort just like a couple miles down the road.
Yeah, I think it's like a mile from the park.
Yeah, it's right there if you're leaving the park going towards Marble Falls, it's right there on the right-hand side. Excuse me for not having the name on offhand, but we'll try to get that information out to y'all on the website as soon as we can. the local areas for RV parks and stuff like that, just in case they run out of spots out there. But they're talking about they're expecting a pretty full park that weekend. So
Cool.
well, Tyler, do you have anything else you'd like to chime in tonight about the event?
No, I appreciate having me on, and I got to go. Got my son just showed up. I'm gonna go say hi to him a minute, and then I'm headed to bed.
Well, sir, thank you for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. We're going to touch in a couple more admin things before we close out tonight, but we'll see you on the next trail, brother.
All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you.
All right.
thank
Thanks, sir.
All right, guys. So I appreciate it. All y'all participating tonight and tuning in with us. Just want to just do some reminders real quick for the event, so that way, in case you missed it at the beginning or just want clarification on it. Registration for the event is done on our website at the letsgetcrawling.org. As soon as you go on to the website, you'll have a registration pop-up menu pop up, and you can sign in right there and do your bookings for any of the activities that we have going on that are on our schedule. You can get on there and see our flyers of the schedule of the event. You can they're downloadable PDF files. You can print them if you want to share them to your friends, or save them as a file and share them on your social media. We appreciate anybody that shares this information out to your friends. Get it out there. Let's get people brought to the park. Let's do this right. If you have any questions about the event, want to know more information, please contact us through our social media, through our website. There's a contact form on there. Through Instagram, Facebook, all Let's Get Crawling stuff. Always send us a message on Messenger. Leave a comment on any of our videos. We'll see it anytime. Try to refrain from calling the park, asking about the event, unless it's regarding lodging there, or any questions about the park directly. They're already going to have their hands full with dealing with all the intake and inflow of their normal traffic for their normal business days. And we don't want to overburden them with the extensive
With our event.
So we're trying to keep as much weight off their shoulders as possible. That way it makes their lives easy, and we all get to be happy at the end, right? So we also want to make sure that you bring the right stuff out there, right? We try not to come out there in flip-flops and sandals. I mean, you do what you want to do, but there's a lot of trip hazard out there, loose rocks. We've seen people try to do it in Crocs and flip-flops, and doesn't end up very well for them.
No.
But so make sure you bring appropriate shoes out there, footing out there.
Plenty of hydration.
There's a good chance that it's still going to be warm during that time. We're hoping it's going to start cooling down for us a little bit out there.
Now at the park store, there are more drinks and stuff, but
Yep.
Bring a small cooler while you're out on the trail for a couple hours. Then next thing you know, you don't, sometimes you get caught up behind a group that has a problem, and it bottlenecks for a little bit, and you get a little thirsty.
Yeah, for sure. And bring a they have showers out there if you need to get clean, get the dust off you. It does get dusty out there if they're not having any rain out there. So they got plenty of showers out there. So bring a change of clothes. If you're not staying the night, you can at least get washed off before you head back down the road. And as far as parking, when you get there, they have a day use area. If you're just coming out there for the day and you don't have lodging set up, they have a big, huge open area. It's not designated parking like that. It's kind of park wherever you can. And you can park there. And I think we're going to try to have, if you're not coming out there in an off-roading vehicle, we're going to have a designated parking area just for the spectators that want to just watch the event or just come see the vendors or whatever it is they want to do. So plan for the best, plan for the worst, hope for the best, So definitely got our, we're trying to keep everybody happy and make sure that it accommodates everybody. Again, if you have any questions, drop us a comment. Send it. You can call us here at the shop. Our number, the shop is listed on the website. There's 866-665-9677. That'll reach us here at the Off-Road Shenanigans headquarters. and we'll can answer any questions if you have you need help with registration. If you need any more information like that. Also, when we get closer to the event, probably about 10 days out from the event, we'll start monitoring the weather. We'll do more of a forecast on the weather. We'll be posting that on the website as well. So you can expect what type of weather to be prepared for, whether it's going to be raining, hot, cold, whatever it is. We'll know about. We'll start seeing the weather patterns about 10 days out from the event. So here in a few weeks, we'll have that information out to you as well. So,
just take the tops and doors off and just deal with it.
yeah, that's how you do it right there. No matter if it's raining or shining.
That's right. Hey, you can always pull the floor plugs.
But guys, we'll close it up tonight. I really appreciate everybody joining us. We can't wait to see all y'all out there. I can't wait to see y'all's rigs out there. Bring your biggest, baddest game you got. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your rock crawling buddies, come out there and have a great time. Let's do this right. Let's get crawling. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you all.
Roll up to the night, side by side. Big buggies, rock crawlers, feeling alive. Loose rocks ahead, toughest ride. Engines roaring, let's take that dive. Jeeps high, headlights cut through the dark. Metal monsters leaving their mark. Gravel flying, dirt in the air. Feel the challenge if you dare. Let's get crawling, let's get rolling. Engines revving, spirits soaring. Night riding, tough and wild. Feel the thrill like a rock child. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rising, sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding, fire near. Steel beats under the moon's watch. Rough terrain, no time to botch. Headlamps shining, keep us on track. Through the toughest, can't turn back. Let's get crawling, let's get rolling. Engines revving, spirits soaring. Night riding, tough and wild. Feel the thrill like a rock child. Jeeps high, headlights cut through the dark. Metal monsters leaving their mark. Gravel flying, dirt in the air. Feel the challenge if you dare. You dare. Let's get crawling, let's get rolling. Engines revving, spirits soaring. Night riding, tough and wild. Feel the thrill like a rock child. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rise, the sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding, watch the rock child. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rise, the sky so clear. Heartbeats pound like a rock child. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rising, sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding, fire near. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rising, sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding, fire near. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rising, sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding, fire near. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rising, sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding, fire near.